Microbes in our daily life. What is microbes? Microbes are minute unicellular organisms that are invisible to the naked eye. They make up almost 60% of the Earth's living matter. Now let's look about types of microbes. There are several types of microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, virus, proteases, and archaea. Now let's talk about bacteria. They are unicellular microscopic prokaryotic microorganisms which is made up of peptidoglycan. They reproduce through binary fission and play an important role in human survival. Few bacteria such as rhizobium are involved in nitrogen fixation and also used for making antibiotics and also can be used in agriculture as biopesticides. Now let's talk about fungi. Fungi are unicellular or multicellular and their cell wall is made up of sheeting. They are heterotrophic, where they cannot make their own food. They also decompose dead plants and animals and extract nutrients from them. Some fungi are harmful and causes ringworm. Examples of fungi is yeast, molds, and mushrooms. Viruses are connecting link between living and non-living. Non-cellular microorganisms composed of protein, nucleic acid, and lipid, measured in nanometers with size ranging from 20 nanometers to 250 nanometers. Contain core of nucleotides surrounded by protein coat which could invade living cells, active inside host cell and reproduce inside them by infecting living cells. Proteases is unicellular microscopic organisms. They are autotrophic or heterotrophic. They reproduce through binary fission or budding and also supply us oxygen and recycle crucial nutrients. Last but not least, let's look about archaea. Archaea is unicellular prokaryotic organisms and they have a structure exactly like bacteria. Their cell wall is slightly different from bacteria where they have unique lipids to survive.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Shakirah binti Mama Hayat and I am going to talk about microorganisms in food production. Nature uses microorganisms to carry out the fermentation process, and for thousands of years, humans have used yeast, mold, and bacteria to make food products such as bread, vinegar, yogurt, and cheese, as well as fermented fish, meat, and vegetables. Fermentation is one of the oldest transformation and preservation technique for food. There are three types of microorganisms in food production. Among them are in the dairy industry, in the meat industry, and in the wine industry. First, production of microbial culture in the dairy industry. When the culture is grown in meat, it converts the sugar lactose to lactic acid, which ensure the right level of acidity and give the cheese its moisture. When the cheese is cooked, the culture gives it a balanced aroma, taste, and texture. In yogurt and other fermented dairy products, culture is responsible for the taste and texture on the final product. Depending on the acidity, the product will have a light or strong taste and the viscosity. Second, production of microbial cultures in the meat industry. Meat starter cultures are used to make dried fermented products such as salami, pepperoni, and dried ham. Third, production of microbial cultures in the wine industry. Yeast is responsible for the fermentation process that produce alcohol in wine. However, lactic bacteria also play an important role as they convert unstable malic acid that is naturally present in wine into stable lactic acid. This conversion provides the stability that is characteristic of high quality wines that improve on storage.
My name is Chandrika Vishalini and today I'm gonna present about agriculture microbes. Agriculture microbes stands from fungi, bacteria and virus. Farmers and ranchers are always thinks that microbes are pests and destructive to their plants and animals, but some of them are very beneficial. Soil microbes such as fungi and bacteria were very essential to their for decomposing organic matters and recycling old plants. Some soil bacteria and fungi form relationship between the roots and the plants to provide nitrogen and phosphorus as a nutrient. Fungi will colonize the upper part of the plants to provide drought and heat tolerance, resist to insect and plants disease. Viruses are almost always a thought of agent of disease. Current research shows that half of the plant which have viruses but don't seem that they are sick at all. The viruses seems to be living in the plant without giving any damage to the plant. Recently, a research was conducted for the stress some plants were affected by virus which were not watering, but surprisingly all the plants which were affected by the virus were much more tolerant of drought, and therefore not all the microbes were harm to the plant.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Muhammad Fidos bin Abubakar and my matrix number is F21A1112. Today I'm going to talk about microbes in medicine. First of all, we cannot deny that medicine is one of the benefits of microbes. Biotechnological research has led to the discovery and development of many significant drugs for treating a wide variety of human diseases and disorders. For example, microbes were used in medicine for antibiotic purposes. Certain bacteria are used to make antibiotics. Antibiotics are basically types of drugs that destroy disease-causing microbes. So what happened? Let's say you have a disease, then you need to take antibiotic to make sure the disease-causing microbes are in your body will kill. Some some of these examples are penicillin, which is used to treat certain infection caused by bacteria. The second drug used is the vaccine. The vaccine can be explained as a substance that is used to stimulate the production of antibodies and provide immunity against one or more diseases in our body. Since COVID-19 exists today, I believe we are familiar about this vaccine. So how does this vaccine work? Before knowing how the vaccine works, we need to learn about our immune system and how it protects us from disease. When an unwanted germ attacks your body, your immune system gets active and build antibodies and sorry, your immune system gets active and build antibodies that fight with that germs. However, our immune system will get weak if unwanted germs enter our body often. So, by getting the vaccine, our immune system getting stronger since our body has been injected with a harmful diseases causes germ. This germ attack this germ activate your immune system, which teaches your body to build antibodies to fight against these germs, and when the stronger version of nasty germs attack you, your body is already prepared for it. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Wanura Shahida binti Wan Hassan and I am going to talk about microbes in sewage treatment. Sewage is mixture of all types of water including the rainwater and the water from our toilets, bath and our sinks. They contain pathogens and also organic waste. In order for the water to be released back into the sea and the rivers, they first needed to be treated at the sewage treatment plants. There are two stages that occurs in the sewage treatment plants. The first stage is the removal of sewage particles by filtration and sedimentation. The large particles are removed by filtration and the grids are then removed by sedimentation. The products of this process is called the effluents. The second stage involves the primary effluent being passed into large aeration tanks to encourage the growth of useful aerobic microbes. The microbes will then consume major parts of the effluent and reduce the BOD of the effluent. Once the biochemical oxygen demand is reduced, the effluent will then be passed into sediment tanks, where the microbes are allowed to settle as sediment. This sediment is called activated sludge and will be passed into anaerobic sludge digester. In anaerobic sludge digester, anaerobic bacteria will then digest the bacteria and the fungi in the sludge. In this process, biogas is produced, which is an alternative source for fuel. As results of sewage treatment, the effluent will then be released back into the natural water body.
Microbes sustain life on this planet because of their associations and biogeochemical processes. Nonetheless, the roles are not necessarily irreproducible. In short, we argue that humans could get by without microbes just fine for a few days, although the quality of life on this planet would become incomprehensibly bad. Life as an entirety would endure.